talent, raw talent, your God-given talent. And if you feel you have something to show and you have something to offer, then this is the place to be, to know, to showcase yourself. And here with me, I have a very special guest, like very, very special guest. Like I don't even know how I even got him because of his busy schedule. He has been performing. This is not his first rodeo. He's not. I don't even know whether to call him an up and coming because he has been coming since, and he has arrived at our studio. Ladies and gentlemen, listeners all around the world, Deerichi.
Hey bro, thank you so much for having me. Thank you so much for.
Deerichi, is nice having you here. We've come a long way. He's not just an upcoming artist to me. He's not even just an artist to me. He's my brother. He's my friend. We literally went to the same school. You understand? Went through all the trials and this scene of life. Slept together, woke up together. No homo, but we slept together. You understand? We slept together. We woke up together. We did everything together. This guy was my G. Was my brother from way back. And it's a small world. And we met in the university. And now I met him 10 times better than he was. And Deerichi, I just want you to tell the people about yourself, how far you've come and how you started, what inspired you to be doing music and why you love it so much.
Well, if we start with why I love music so much, I wouldn't be able to give you like a clear definition because it's literally all around me. It's something I just have to like infuse in my day. I don't know if you can remember back when we were still in secondary school. We didn't have phones now, so we literally have to make our own song. We'd be drumming and freestyling together just so we could make our own sound since we couldn't listen on streaming platforms and all that. So it's just something that's part of me, and I don't think it can't be separated.
The funny thing is that everything that he said there was true. Back in those days, when we wanted to entertain ourselves, we hit the decks and make nice melodious beats. You understand? One day, even our hostel master asked us to record the song and come and give him that is catchy. So, Deerichi, growing up with you, I know this is a raw talent. Do you understand? It's not something that you just woke up one day and you said, okay, I want to do music, but it's paid. It's something that you have passion for. But what is it about music that makes you so close to it, that makes you want to do it every day, regardless of the situation?
Well, see, music is more than just sound. It's a feeling. Like, music is so powerful, something that we can't even see. It's yet so powerful because it could change your mood, it could raise your mood, it could take you down, it could make you sad, it could make you really happy. It's just with so much less effort, and I enjoy making music so much because I see it as an avenue to like express myself, rather than sitting down and probably talking to a therapist or something like that. I just feel much more comfortable just listening to the beat and just express myself. Really, that's how I express myself through music.
If that's how you express yourself, so like how would you describe your sound to people that have not heard it before? Like, what would you say is the message that your music is trying to pass? Because these days we just hear a lot of sounds. Do you understand? We just hear a lot of sounds. Anybody that enters studio now, everybody that enters studio now, they make song. Do you understand? But nobody has this value attached to their sound. Nobody has a message that they're trying to pass on. Everybody just wants to make music and make money out of it. So, if someone has not heard your sound before, how would you describe it to them? What are they expecting? What is the feeling that they're expecting from your sound?
Well, for sure, I would say different because when I make music, I'm not trying to sound like anyone or try to copy anyone's flow or any of that. I'll say it's something you've not heard before. It's so different. If you listen to this track, for example, Bedu now, Bedu simply sounds different from Coke. Like, it's more like an elevation. It keeps getting different. Just when you feel like, okay, like this sound, next thing I even surprise you with something even much different from the last one. And most times the audience wouldn't be able to comprehend because what do you mean? This guy was just rapping on this song. What do you mean like the guy is singing on this song now and he's doing this other style on this song now? So it's more like I'm just floating on.
Yeah, that's really inspiring. So if you're out there, you've not heard his sound before, you know now that his sound is different. It's not what you used to hear before. It's not your typical Nigerian artist. No, 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 no. His sound is unique. His sound has a message to pass. And we're just going to go on a short break, and put one or two things together because of this morning has been hectic for everybody. And we're still trying to get the songs on the system, and we're going to play for you, and you're going to hear and you're going to enjoy it. So stay tuned to Veritas Campus Radio 103.9 FM. We're just going on a short break. Here with me is Deerichi, and if you are going to walk by now, please turn back before they give you circle. Thank you. You brought some people with you into the studio.
Yeah. Actually, we're called the Champions. Yeah, that's the name of our collective. On my left here we have Eniola. She's our writer. She's one of our writer. She's one of our newest members. Please say.
Can I just say hi to people?
Hi everyone.
Okay. So what's her name?
Eniola.
When did you start writing for music? Jonathan, when did you start being so creative about it?
I've not started writing for music, but I write in general.
You write in general?
In terms of
stories.
Stories and my observations about things around me.
Okay, that's your own way of expressing yourself.
Yeah, that's it.
That's good. So when did you start?
Started around when I was 14.
When you were 14?
Yeah.
Some people don't even know how to read and write then. Some people know how to read and write then. There's someone at the age of 14, she don't express herself in writing. Okay, so how did you meet Deerichi? How did you guys come about?
Okay, so I had him on my Snap. Yeah, I have him on my Snap. So I viewed his story and I liked his music. His first music that I heard was Go. So he posted something on his story about wanting more recruits. So that was how I applied. And when we resumed school, I had an interview with him, and thankfully, all thanks to God, I'm a part of the team now.
Well, congratulations for passing the interview. This is very nice question.
Thank you.
So, Deerichi, what did you see in her that made you choose her? Okay, how many interviewees did you bring along? And what made you choose her out of those many people that you brought?
Well, first off, I really liked the professionalism. She took it seriously. I noticed that from the first day she was ready. Like she took it like an actual interview. Like if you're preparing for
a job interview,
like she actually prepared. She studied, and she was really diligent in answering few questions, not many questions. I asked her.
Lucky is the thing. Maybe if I know they are done. Okay, so I see you brought let's say young man. This guy look older than the first come back. So can you introduce him?
This is my brother Simon. He's the crew's photographer. Yeah, he's really good at taking photos, and he understands the vision. He understands that because I mean right now everyone is trying to get rich like so quick, like money, but he understands that okay, there's a process. Before the money lands, you have to actually put in work. You have to show something, and then every other thing that just comes is just like a bonus. So he's always willing to create. Like there were some times where I even called him on like short notices, and then he still pulled through even despite all that. I'm forever going to be grateful.
What do you say his name?
Simon.
Simon, this is not my first time seeing you, and this is not your first time seeing me. Yeah. So it's a blessing that you know this guy, and it's a blessing that all of you are together. I know the full squad is not here, and maybe someday we'll do this again. and we'll do it better than this. But on the aspect of photography, what do you feel that you do different? Do you understand? What is so special about yours? That did you interview this one too?
Like I said, he's my brother.
He's a brother.
Yeah.
Okay, so what does your image, what message does your image try to pass?
When I mostly snap, apart from maybe some a contract work, apart from a contract work that people do, maybe I'm just doing like something like a freestyle for something for someone. I'm not really like this kind of dark feeling because when things are dark, it captures like people's attention. So like maybe you look at the picture now, if it's all bright and so many colors, there's no much attention. But like when you strain your eyes, look at what is the main thing. Like it captures the whole thing. So if you normally follow me on my IG or other page that is Paper Wheel Studios, you normally see a more of like
Say your handle again.
Paper Wheel Studios.
Okay. Hope you guys got that.
You see like a dark moody vibe like that captures the whole. I don't know how to put it, but like
The concept of what
Yeah.
you're trying to. Okay, that's beautiful. And Deerichi, back to you. How would you describe how will I put it now? What does your music express that words can't express it? And for you to get these people along on the mission that your music is trying to pass, or the message that your music is trying to pass, what content is in your music that keeps people believing? Because I'm not the only one that believes in you. Obviously, you have your crew. If they don't believe in you, they won't be here. Do you understand? You still have your friends at the background that are waiting for you to get better because of they see what you're seeing, but nobody sees what you're seeing like you see it. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So what is the content of your music? Do you understand that makes it different? You know, in the first segment you said that your music is different, but what makes it different and what is it trying to accomplish? And why do you feel like these people around you believe in it?
Well, I'm trying to build a platform to show those who are much younger, aspiring, so that if you really want to do something, if you really like something, the fact that, for example, I'm a law student here in Veritas University, and the stereotype is that, okay, the fact that you're studying law, it means that, oh, book, you don't be carrying book up and down. But like, I'm trying to show everyone that, okay, yeah, I'm studying law, grades are still good, but then what my heart loves is music, and you can literally balance both and still be successful in both, which is only possible through Christ our Lord. So I'm trying to show people that, okay, how far, see, if you really want to do something, if you really want to be successful at something that you really love, even if, okay, yeah, you're still studying something else, or maybe you're not even studying, maybe you have a job already, but then you still have a passion for something like, for example, dancing or spoken words or any other form of art, but then you have like a job that's maybe restricting your time. I'm trying to show that, okay, you can actually still do this, but first you must just put God first, and then He's just going to align everything for you. So one message am I conveying in my music? Mainly dance, enjoyment. Like really, we're not here for long. So just enjoy yourself when you hear the beats. Song will eventually stop playing. So at least for that moment, let me give you this euphoric feeling of just forgetting what's going on around you and just enjoy the moment.
Well, to be in Nigeria is hectic already.
Yeah.
To be born in this country is hectic already. Not that we're not graceful, but when they see truth, you guys, they talk am. And what we use to escape, or the many people use many things as an outlet to their situations. Some people use music, some people use sports, some people use workouts. Some people are addicted to hard substances, some people are addicted to many things just to escape the reality. And I think what, from my own point of view, what keeps people believing in you is that you actually take them away from that reality. I don't know whether I'm making sense. You take them from that reality that yes, it's tough, but there's joy even in the middle of it. You know, there's this saying, there's light at the end of the tunnel.
Yeah.
But if there's the tunnel will be, small light will shine. Do you understand? And there are many things to not be happy about.
Yeah.
But if you sit down, you think about it, there are also many things to be happy about.
Yeah.
And that's what personally I feel that your music is trying to pass. Well, not long ago, will I say not long ago? Because time not a flat. Yeah, I think around 2021, when we were still in school. Do you understand?
Yeah.
He said he was a musician, and they didn't believe him. You understand? So as time kept on going, they saw the raw talent, and you know, say no be cho. It has bring workings too, and he brought the workings. Do you understand? And on that road, when you put yourself out there, many people want to join the bandwagon.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
Many people want to get attached. Do you understand? Because of they see a potential.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
Nobody goes to where it's dead.
Yeah.
Do you understand? Nobody goes to where there's no light in. Nobody goes to where there's no progress in. You cannot plant seed on a concrete ground.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
You can only plant it on soil. So, with that being said, with all these many people, because I know you're out there as a musician, like people know you in this school, outside this school, in your family. Do you understand? People that are waiting for you to get there. There are people that are genuinely waiting for you to get there, and there are people that are just waiting for you to get there. That they are just by the side.
Yeah.
They just come once in a while. How the music they go? Do you understand? Once in a while they'll just come. How the music they go? To just show that they are there.
Yeah.
Not that they really want to be there, but they are just waiting for you to get there.
Yeah.
So that in you just be like, this guy don't be here before.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
So how you as a musician, how do you separate the wolves from the sheep? Because those wolves are in sheep clothing.
Yeah, that's very true, please. And thank you for raising something like that up. Well, I'll start by saying the moment honey is on the floor, you can never tell how ants come around, surround it, but then it does happen. And it's more like an addition, it's part of the lifestyle. When things are going well, that's when people start to come, both the good and the bad. And like you said, some sheep are some moves the sheep clothing.
Anyhow they take it up. You also know that there's wolf and sheep and the sheep.
All of them they wear clothes.
And all of them they wear clothes.
You can never really tell, but one thing I strongly believe in is that you do everything with a pure heart. And when you do things with your heart, even when someone does intend bad for you, somehow that bad is going to be revealed before it even gets to you, because 100% you're wishing that person well, and then the person is coming with negative energy. It's not just right. So it's more about, at this stage in my life, focusing on what is important, which is first God and then family, because all of us don't grow. As we started, we were talking about when we were in secondary school. Now look where we are today. So we have to start thinking about the future now. So it's not about just being focused, even whether the person is good or bad, because you can never tell by just looking at the person's face. It's not about just focusing on what's important. You get as even personally bad, you get as that person will relate, we good thing will still come out from that thing. So no one is totally condemned, whether the person is genuine person is a bad person. Somehow, good can still come from that person. It's more about just on the go.
Yeah. That's really beautiful way to put it. So if you're bad that day, just remember that there's good in you. Even though your intentions are not good. Do you know, see, I believe that there's a way God does his things. Do you understand that? Right now, let's take example Joseph in the Bible. You know, God is the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end. Do you understand? God gave Joseph a dream. Do you understand? God knew that he would tell his brothers, and his brothers would get jealous. Do you understand? So I believe that as long as you are in the plan of God, everything is going to work out. Even the things that you think is not working out is working out. So if you're out there, you're an upcoming artist, just start. Do you understand? It's going to look as if it's not working out, but in your waiting time, there's something that someone taught me called the Chronos time and the Kairos time. The Chronos time, that is God time, and no, the Kairos time, that's God time, and the Chronos time, that's our time. And because of that, our Chronos time is not working. We are now trying to infuse our Chronos time on God's Kairos time. I don't know what I said makes sense. And that is when people now start rushing. So do you feel like you are in a rush? Do you feel like you are trying to meet up to these expectations? Well, obviously there are expectations. They are expectations. Like now, like I said, we were in secondary school together. There are people that heard your sound. It showed practically the whole school heard your sound. Do you understand? And fast forward now we should be approaching, I think 7 years ago. Abi? 7 years ago, 4 years ago, thereabouts. And in that time, there should be difference. So, do you feel like you've matched their expectations on those people that are waiting for you to succeed? Do you feel like you've matched their expectations, or you feel like you're still coming?
Well, could you ask the question one more time so that
Okay.
I'm sure what I heard?
Right now, people that when you started they were there,
Yeah.
people that heard your sound then, they should be expecting something different from what they heard. They are expecting it to be bigger now than what they heard before. So now, do you feel like you've matched their expectations, or you're still coming?
Well, back then well, first off, I have to give thanks to God, because look where I did yesterday and I did today. I must give thanks to God about that. And I mean, back then while we were still in high school, I was mainly an audio mark SoundCloud artist. And there I just did that on my free streams. But then back in 2023, this is still outside when we had left school. I don't know if I told you this, my EP charted number 16 on top 200 alternative albums in Nigeria. And I would say that's like a huge win for someone who was an audio mark / SoundCloud artist to move into the main streaming platforms and then still get charted in the same place where other huge artists are. I would say that was a huge win just for back at 2023. Right now, I would say there's also still another huge difference, because like I mentioned, I have a team now. We're called the Champions. Two heads are better than one. Normally, I can't do everything on my own.
And you have more than two.
Exactly, and we're even more than two. So everyone, God has created everyone uniquely. There's what Eniola can do with so much ease. I mean, even if I practice for 10 years, I would still wouldn't be as good as her, because that's how God has created her. Yes, so I feel snap. But then when it comes to Simon will always be a better photographer than I am. And you know, if you snap yourself, it's going to be selfish.
Exactly.
So you need
You won't be called selfish.
So you actually need people on your team because the real thing about you say only you know fit chop am, like you have to share. Only you know fit chop am. So you need people to help you as well. In doing what even Jesus Christ, when he was on earth, he had his disciples. We still, even after he left, he still run and for him. So you need people.
And just two more questions before we round up. So, like, what has been your biggest challenge since you've been on this journey?
Okay. I'm going to give this my answer in line with, so that if there's any young artist just like me that's out there that has either started, trying to start, or maybe already there, it's not easy. Like it's not as it seems. Like when you see them Whiskey or Burna Boy on stage, like selling out stadium, you just think you just woke up one day and that's what you do.
Expensive and hard.
Yeah, exactly. You just think that okay, you just slept and woke up one day, but then you don't see times when these people they are continuously grinding, because they will not start showing you now. They don't start showing the sleepless nights. That one is their own burden to carry. So it's more about staying determined and staying focused and staying faithful and continuously believing in your craft, even when you're seeing your neighbor doing a lot much better than you, and then you've been doing the same work, but then somebody just blew up this month, and then you've been working since, and then you still haven't gotten your own flowers. It's more about staying focused, really. So I would say anyone that's out there that's either starting, it doesn't have to be music, whatever you want to do in this life, like you know that there's something that's in your heart. There's a reason why God placed it in your heart, and you can't do it, and you will succeed. You just need to invest time into it.
So now, last question before we go. Your first performance on stage. What are these upcoming artists expecting? In short, how did you feel? Just narrate how everything happened.
My first performance on stage was actually in Veritas University, and it was an Ice Prince show. Shout out to Ice Prince Amani. It was an Ice Prince show. That was my first time on stage, and I was just in 100 level.
Wow.
So it was really surreal, because first off, I'm performing in front of people I don't even know, because I was a fresher then. That was still first semester, and even as at then, my guys from secondary school who were also freshers, just like me, they turned up for me. The energy was there. Normal. You get some people who just stand and look like what is the guy looking for them. Yeah, but normally you know we look those people. Focus on the people that are smiling and they are happy. I was really happy that day, because I did feel like okay, we're actually getting somewhere, because I mean my first time as a fresher in university, first semester, I'm really on stage. So there's a beginning to every story. So I'm really grateful to God for giving me that memory as my own beginning.
So yes, ladies and gentlemen, you heard it from him, Deerichi. He said every journey has a beginning. That's what he just said right now. And if you're out there, you're an upcoming artist. I think before we came on, before a week to this, we were talking. I told him the hardest thing to do in this life is to start. So if you're out there, you're still contemplating, there's no time. Do you understand? There's no time. Some years ago, we were in a classroom together, wearing white and white, wearing what they call school uniform. Do you understand? Preparing for work and jams, looking at it as if it's the hardest thing that we are going to face. No, say those things will pass. And fairness to our government, they don't even look relevant now. All respect to our government and the educational system. I'm not here to troll anybody for now. I'm not here to troll anybody. But all those things don't look relevant to us now. Because it gets some people wey get the certificate, we no get the job. E get some people wey get the certificate, we no get the money. In short, you are going to carry your certificate to go and meet an uneducated person to employ you. Do you understand? So if you are out there, you are a musician, you are an actor, you are a content creator, you are an engineer, you are a photographer, you are a videographer, anything that you know that your hand can produce and you can produce it well, the best thing to do now is to start. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for staying with us. It's been an amazing time. Thank you all for blessing me with your presence in the studio.
Just for y'all out there, in case you want to know more about me, on all social media platforms, my name is Deerichi, Deerichi, anywhere as well, even Google, Spotify, anywhere.
Just repeat it again so that they get it.
Deerichi, Deerichi. Look me up anywhere, you're going to see me.
So, ladies and gentlemen, brother, sister, auntie, uncle, children of all ages, no gender inclusive or exclusive. If you are hearing my voice and it's 1 p.m. and it's Friday, you should already know that it's Freestyle Friday. But now it's 2 p.m., meaning I'm not supposed to be here and it's time to carry my kaya. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for staying with us. Deerichi, thank you, and the crew champions, thank you for blessing me with your presence. It's been a blessing having you all. See you next time. Deerichi did not freestyle, but this meeting will hold again, and he's going to freestyle for all of you, and you're going to hear his song. Thank you for staying with us. Enjoy the rest of the day. Enjoy your weekend. See you on Monday.